Good morning students, this is Science, Lesson 9, Solids, Liquids and Gases. Children, in this video you will learn about solids, liquids and gases. Children, just have a look around. Wherever you are, just have a look around. What are the things you will see? If you are in the bedroom, you will see bed, sofa, television, fan. If you are in the kitchen, you will see water, milk, utensils. And if you will go in the garden, trees, and you can feel the air also. Children, whatever things you see, anything, whatever things you see, they are in the form of solid, liquid and gas. Even the air, children, you cannot see air, but you can feel the air. You can feel the air. Air is present all around us. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. That is also in the form of gas. So children, whatever things we see around, they all are in form of solid, liquid and gas. And children, all these things are called matter. Whatever things you see around is called matter. So children, what is matter? What is matter? Anything that occupies space and has weight. Anything that occupies space and has weight is called matter. Okay children, and matter is made up of very tiny particles. Matter is made up of very tiny particles, that is called molecules. Matter is made up of very tiny particles, they are called molecules. Children, as you know, water exists in three forms. When water is kept in freezer, it turns into ice. Water itself is liquid. Water that you drink daily, you see daily. And when it is boiled, children, it forms steam. So water exists in three forms, that is ice, water and steam. I'll show you. Just see this. Children, this is ice, this is water, and this is, if you can just see, steam is coming out. So water exists in three forms, that is ice, water and steam that is coming out. So children, the three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. The three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. As I have already told you, whatever things you see around, they are in the form of solid, they are in the form of liquid and they are in the form of gas. Children, now we will study about the first state of matter, that is solid. Okay, that is solid. Children, when water is frozen, it turns into ice. This is ice. Okay, when water is frozen, it turns into ice. And just see children, ice is very hard when you touch, and it has fixed shape. It has fixed shape. Same with children, the things that you see around, if they are solid, then they are very hard when you will touch. Like this is pencil, this is hard chalk, it is also hard the blackboard. So children, you can say that solid are very hard when you touch. Why children? Because the molecules in solid are closely and tightly packed. These are the molecules. They are packed very closely and tightly. What are molecules, children? As I have told you in the beginning, matter is made up of very tiny particles and they are called molecules. They are closely packed and there is no space between the molecules. And children, solid, they have fixed shape also. Solid has fixed shape. We will study about the second state of matter, that is liquid. Children, you must have seen milk, water, oil, juice at home. They are in the form of liquid. See children, this is water and this is in the form of liquid. Very important children, this is glass and I can hold the glass in my hand. Why? Because it is solid, it has fixed shape and size. Now children, I cannot hold water. I cannot hold water. Why? Because it is liquid and it flows. Just see, it flows very easily. Liquid flows very easily and quickly. And children, liquid does not have their own shape. It will take the shape of the container in which it is kept. Suppose this water I have kept in this glass, so it has taken the shape of this glass only. And when I will pour it in other glass, when I am pouring it in other glass, so it will take the shape of the glass in which I am pouring. So children, liquid does not have fixed shape. Okay, and children, liquids flow easily easily, they flow easily and quickly. Second thing, children, the molecules of liquids are loosely packed. They are not packed like solid closely. They are packed very loosely, and they have space between the molecules. Second thing, they have fixed volume. Liquids have fixed volume, but children, they do not have fixed shape. They will take the shape of the container in which you will keep. Children, now we will study about the third state of matter, and that is gases. Children, have you ever seen water boiling? When water boils, children, what comes out? Steam. What comes out? Steam. If you can see, children, just see, steam is coming out from this. Now children, when water boils, steam comes out, and steam is what, children? Steam is gas. Steam is what? Steam is gas. Now children, gas does not have fixed shape and volume. Gas does not have fixed shape and volume, and the molecules of gas, they just flow around. They can spread anywhere. They flow around easily. They are, with the molecules of the gases, they are free. Just see, the molecules, they are not packed like solid and liquids. There is lot of space between the molecules of gases. That's why they move freely here and there. Now children, but this is very important, they occupy space. They occupy space. So children, solid molecules are closely packed. They have fixed shape, but they can't flow. You can hold them easily. Liquids, molecules are loosely packed. They have fixed volume, but they do not have fixed shape. And gases, the molecules of the gases, they spread, they can flow easily, they can spread easily anywhere. They do not have fixed volume, shape or size. Children, as you know, different water bodies exist on our earth, and different water bodies are oceans, seas, rivers, stream, ponds, well. Now children, the water present in these water bodies gets heated by the sun. They get heated by the sun. When the sun heats the water present in the water bodies, then what happens? The water changes. The water changes into water vapor. Okay, children, when the sun heats the water present in the water bodies, the water changes into water vapor, and this whole process is called evaporation. This whole process is called evaporation. So you can also say the change of water into water vapor on heating. Okay, the change of water into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. Okay, now children, these water vapor, the water vapor, it mix in the air. So children, air is a mixture of many gases also, and air is a mixture of water vapor also, and air is a mixture of many gases. What are the gases that are mixed in air? That is oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and many more gases. Children, you know, we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So children, this thing you have to keep in your mind. What is evaporation? The change of water into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. Children, as you have studied evaporation, the change of water into water vapor on heating is called evaporation. Now you will study just opposite of that. Just put a container, boil water in that. Now when you will boil water, what you will notice? Water vapor coming out. Water vapor coming out. Now what you have to do, children, you have to just place a plate on that. Now when you will place a plate on the water vapor that is coming out, you will find small droplets on the plate. You will find small droplets on the place. Okay children. Now children, this whole process is called condensation. Condensation. So this thing you have to keep in your mind. The change of water vapor into water. What was in the evaporation, children? In the evaporation, the change of water into water vapor, whereas in condensation, the change of water vapor into water on cooling. On cooling is called condensation. Is called condensation. Now children, just see, here is one example. Now I have kept hot water in this container and I have placed one plate on that. Now children, the water is hot, so water vapor is coming out. So I have placed one plate on this. So what happened? See the small droplets on this plate. You see the small droplets? So this is condensation. The change of water vapor into water on cooling is called condensation. Just see the small droplets on the plate. Now children, we will study about change of state. Children, as you know, water can change from one form to another by heating or by cooling. So children, matter, what are the three matters? Matters that are solid, liquid and gas. So they can change from one form to another by heating or cooling. Let us see how. This is water. Children, water is liquid. Water is liquid, and when water changes into water vapor on heating, when water changes into water vapor, and water vapor is gas. When water changes into water vapor on heating, it is evaporation. This process is called evaporation. Water vapor is gas. When water vapor changes into water, water is liquid. When water vapor changes into water on cooling, it is called condensation. Next is water. Again, water is liquid and ice is solid. Now, when water freezes and it changes into ice, when water freezes and it changes into ice, this process is called freezing. This process is called freezing. And children, ice is solid and water is liquid. When ice melts and it changes into water, when ice melts and it changes into water, it is called melting. It is called melting. So children, the three states of matter, solid, liquid and gas, they can change from one form to another by heating or by cooling. Now children, there are some similarities between matter. First one is they have weight. Whether it is solid, it is liquid or it is gas, they have weight and they occupy space, means they take space. Now children, I'll show you the example of matter, solid, liquid and gas. They have weight. I'm having this phone, children, in my hand, and this phone is solid. Now children, when you will hold the phone in your hand, you can easily make out that this phone is having weight. So this proves that solid has weight. Second example is of liquid. Children, I am having two glass. One glass is empty and the second glass is filled with water. Which one will be heavy, children? The glass that is filled with water. This proves that liquid has weight. And the second example, children, I was not having the balloon, so I am showing you the example with the polythene. I am having two polythene, children. One is empty and one is filled with gas. Children, which one will be heavy? Which one will be the heavier? The polythene that is filled with gas. Now children, I'll show you the example of matter, how matter occupies space. Children, I am having phone in my hand, phone is solid. Now children, I have kept the phone on the blackboard. Now when I have kept the phone on the blackboard, this phone has taken this much place of the blackboard. Can you see this much part of the blackboard? No. Why? Because it is covered with phone. This proves that solid occupies space. Second example is of liquid. This glass is filled with water. Now children, you cannot pour more water in this glass. Why? Because this glass is already filled with water. Water is liquid. Water is liquid and water has taken the space in this glass. Okay. So this proves that liquid occupies space. This polythene is filled with air. That's why this polythene has grown bigger. This proves that gas also occupies space. Now children, a quick recall of this lesson. The substances and objects around us can be in solid, liquid or gaseous form. Solids have a definite shape and they cannot flow. Liquids have a fixed volume but they do not have a fixed shape. The gases have no definite volume, shape or size. Matter has weight and it occupies space. The change of water into water vapor on heating is called evaporation, and the change of water vapor into water on cooling is called condensation. Children, watch the video and read the lesson carefully. Thank you very much.